Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I have a garden video finally for you guys. There isn't much though, unfortunately, sorry about that. But there is a little bit of, just the process and what I've tried to do, what I failed at, and then what I've got right now. And then it is only going to get bigger, better, but I want to start slow because the other garden that I had just wasn't as successful because I had too much going on my plate while I was pregnant, and then now obviously I have a young one, so I don't want to push my luck. So I'm going to start small and then I'll gradually get bigger. But yeah, so just take a look at what I've done. I hope it all sort of makes sense, and enjoy the video. I just want to apologize for the late upload. I know I normally upload on my Friday. However, we had a little bit of technical difficulty because I did a little bit of that filming on my husband's phone, and I was trying to just get it off, and yeah, anyway, there was a bit of difficulty trying to get a hold of that film to then put this thing together. So yeah, sorry about that. I've learnt my lesson not to use his phone in the future, but yeah. Okay, so this is sort of where it all started. I didn't film where I have been taking the old sort of garden apart, but basically, shovel by shovel, I have filled this thing up from the old stuff, and thankfully hubby's like, I'll just tip it in so you don't have to do it shovel by shovel. I still have to do that to fill it up, but at least it's a little bit easier when we are trying to get it out. Little Miss Andy, this was obviously a little bit ago now. She's almost crawling, but this was the start of the process of moving the garden and getting it all together. So yeah, just a little bit of shoveling, a little bit of labour, all before the summer hits here. Alright, so what I have decided to do, I found these are the only seeds that I could find. Sorry for the glare. But I had a whole bunch of other seeds, and this is all I can find. So I'm just to get something in the ground today, I'm going to do some of these. So this I'm going to probably plant out, if that can focus, and it doesn't want to focus. I'm going to probably plant out just in the soil around near the fence line, just because we have really good soil here. So I thought, hey, I'll just give it a go. Why not? It is getting to a later winter right now, but I am going to just plant 2 of these, and I want to see how it goes in the weather here. This isn't all year round, so I don't know if I'm going to plant any more of this, just because I want, there's a big table that I'm getting, and I think I want to plant it in there, along with the mint and any other sort of herbs and stuff that I can get are going to go on that table together. But I do want to try and put some mint into a pot, because I have heard that it spreads quite a lot. So I'll probably try and get that into a pot today. At our local Bunnings, the kids picked up some free seeds. So I don't know what kind of lettuce this is going to be, but we'll stick 3 of these in the ground and we'll see how they go. I do want to get some kale in before winter is over, and I might also try get some spinach, and then I might just do a little bit of rocket as well. That's an all year, but these 2 are sort of getting to the end of end of winter. So, but we'll see. If we get something, we get something. If we don't, I'm not really too worried. I only just got my garden organised, so let's get a couple of these in the ground for now, and I'll have to just go out and purchase some more seeds. So, funny story, I planted a lot of these seeds, and I'm not too sure, maybe it's just because I've kept these seeds since last year, but none of them really took off. And at first I thought they were growing, but then, well, apparently they didn't. So I became a little bit disheartened after planting all these seeds, and I was very excited. I saw little sprouts popping out. I even planted this mint in the pot. None of them worked. So it was very unfortunate, but thankfully, it did kind of give me hope, just because I saw the sprouts. But I went out and I got a whole bunch of other things, which you'll see anyway. So I just wanted to show you the progress of, what I have trying to be like what I have tried to achieve for this. So yeah, it didn't go too well, but that's all right. Also, because we moved all this soil from the other area, it ended up growing a lot of grass throughout this time and a bit of weeds as well. I started to look at our front yard and I was like, oh, you know, where could I possibly put these flowers? I put it somewhere out the back and they also didn't take off, and yeah, it was a very bad fail to begin with. I still kept hope and I kept watering and things were growing, and I just, because I'm not very good at gardening, I didn't actually know it was weeds in the beginning. Okay, so this is the garden. I've got 3 garden beds. There is another garden bed that I have that will be up on wheels, but I just haven't got it here yet. But for now, this is all I'm working with. I have had to put this net around all the plants because the birds kept stealing all my strawberries. So that was getting really, really frustrating, but let's give you a quick tour. So these are getting really out of control. Like, I have tried to tame them, but it's just not really working out. But I've got a whole bunch of snow peas growing and they're doing really, really, really well. Unfortunately, something is getting into here, so I need to quickly get something to deal with that before it gets too bad. As you can see, they've kind of got onto my lettuce. These are iceberg lettuce, my absolute favorite lettuce, and I know I've planted them a little bit too close together, and I'm hoping I might be able to try and fix that, but we'll see. I did plant a whole bunch of like parsley and stuff here, but for some reason the seeds sort of just became these like weed looking things, so I just need to remove those. And then up here I have my strawberries growing and they're looking delicious. I've just eaten one, so you'll be able to see a quick video of that in a minute, of me trying one. Some growing over here. I'm trying to, sorry, there we go, get a better view. So yeah, there's definitely something coming in here, and just sort of like, that's just a little bit of the flower, but I need to definitely get on top of that. I've got some rosemary here. I've got onions. I know I'm probably just going to have to take some of these onions out so that they grow really well, because they're really way too close together. I don't remember what I planted in here, but I just don't think it's growing, so that's a fail. I've got thyme growing and that's looking lovely. Now I need to still plant this blueberry kisses plant. They already have one of these ripen up and it was delicious, but I definitely need to get that planted before it goes bad. Now in here I have a whole bunch of cucumbers growing, because we eat so many cucumbers in the kids' lunches and in our salads. I got a whole bunch of that going. Now we have our amazing mulberry plant. This has already been producing, as you can see, and they're ripening up really, really well. But I really need to get this in the ground before it starts to go bad. So I've already had about 5 of these, which is excellent. And as you can see, one's fallen off down there. And then I've got my big, Kensington Pride mango tree, which I need to also get planted. So that will be going somewhere, but it's pretty tall already, and I really need to deal with that. And then, as you can see, something is definitely getting to this one as well. But my favorite fruit ever is passion fruit, so I had to, of course, get a passion fruit. But apparently this one can stay in the pot, and then it's just going to grow, up on my thing. And apparently it's going to grow along 3 meters. So I've got 3 meters here worth of wire for it to like grow across. So I'm very excited about that. Please ignore all that crap in the background. We haven't yet tidied up the backyard properly. But this is the garden, and I know these are going to grow up on here, but that's okay, because by the time these are probably finished, that passion fruit probably wouldn't have reached over here yet anyway. So it should all work out. But this is the garden so far. I did have some other pots of flowers and stuff. They've kind of died, or my dog has sort of dug them up. But yeah, I did try growing some mint. Like there's like another container here. I don't really know what's going on with this. Like I don't even remember what I planted in this particular one, but it just doesn't seem to be really happening. So yeah, I need to keep this net going because those strawberries are precious and so delicious. So all I'm doing right now is just hooking it on the corners, and it's working for the most part until I take it off. There we go. But yeah, so cucumbers, mulberries, like I've just got a whole bunch of edible fruits and stuff, and then a couple of veggies that are waiting to grow for me to eat. But I definitely plan on extending and getting another table so I can get some more herbs growing and definitely some more veggies. But this is sort of where we're at right now. All right, guys, I have picked the very first strawberry. Technically not the first because birds kept stealing it, so I had to put a net around it. But the very first strawberry, I've washed it. I'm really excited to try this. So let's give it a go. Organic, there's like nothing sprayed on these or anything, so it's great. Oh my god, that's really nice, babe. Oh, I'm glad I waited the extra couple of days for it to get that little bit more red. Oh, it tastes just like those Strawberry Farm good ones. Finally, grew my own strawberry. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, there isn't a whole lot to it that I've done so far, but I definitely plan on improving it and getting bigger and better. So stay tuned for that. You'll see the process of me trying to actually find a spot to plant the trees. So that'll be in the next garden video that I eventually do, along with everything else. Aiden. So yeah, please like, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.